Swami. Sound. Check. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, sound testing. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, sound testing. Welcome Hello everyone, welcome to ACE online class, and this is Narendra, and today's topic is time and distance. Some of frequently asked question, some of the important question. With the best possible method we will discuss it. So, let us go ahead. The very first question on your board is this. Very good evening my dear friend Aman. Look at this question my dear friend Aman. It is a very simple question. I thought to start with a very simple and ordinary question. So, a train moves at a speed of 54 km per hour, crosses a standing man in 10 seconds. So, find the time taken to cross a platform of 60 meters. The very basic question over here, the train takes to cross a man in 10 seconds with a speed of 54 km per hour. How much time will it take to cross a platform which is 60 meter long? Come on, your time starts now, and I am sure the questions like this many of you will be able to answer in a very easy way. Try to answer my friends. Train running with a speed of 54 km per hour cross a man in 10 seconds. So, how much time will it take to cross a platform of 60 meter? Come on. Yes, I can see that at your end 4 seconds. Ultra low undu kada? Okay. Okay my dear friends, the time is up at your end, and let me answer this question. When the train is crossing a man, the standing man, or a pole, the train is crossing its own length. So, what is the length is equal to length of the train, which I can call it as distance, which is equal to speed into time, and the speed is given in kilometer per hour. Convert that into meter per second. So, how much is that? 15 meter per second. That is what? So, that is 15 into 10. And that I get 150 is the length of the train. Someone answer the question? Okay, that is length of the train. Now, when the train is crossing the platform, so the total length will be 150 plus 60, 210. So, here it is 210 divided by the speed of the train, and the speed of the train is 15 meter per second. So, divided by 15, and you get 210 when divided by 15, it goes 14 times. So, 14 seconds should be your answer. Hope it is clear. So, I do not know why I did not get the response. Okay, I am moving on to the next question, and that is here, the option C, that is 14 seconds. So, the next question is here. I will read the question, and very clearly within a logical way, and wherever the short formulas are there, we will apply there. Now, a student goes to school at a rate of 5 km per hour and reaches 20 minutes late, and if he travel with a speed of 8 km per hour, he reaches 15 minutes early. Find the distance between the school and his starting point. So, this is a very frequently asked question. So, this is what actually the question asked, that when he is traveling with a speed of 5 km per hour, he is late by 12 minutes. When he is traveling with 8 km per hour, he is early by 15 minutes. So, what is the distance from the starting point to the school? And you know that we use that formula, the distance is equal to S1 into S2 by the difference of S1 and S2 into the difference of time. Yes, my friends, some of you will be able to answer the question. I give you 30 seconds for you to answer it. Take your 30 seconds. Aman has said 6 km. Aman has said 6 km. Where is that 6 km? Option D. Okay. And Aman knows that this type of questions are very frequently asked, and we have the short formula over here. So, I will just wait for a few seconds. Mr. Aman, let us learn it. It is an exam festival going on, so many exams are going to come. It is either a revision. For Aman, it is a revision, and very good evening, Anusha, and fitness hub 6. So, let us check that 6 means option D. Yeah, that is right. So, how do you do this, solve this question? So, this is 5 into 6, this S1 and S2. So, that is S1 into S2 distance is equal to, so 5 into 8, not 5 into 6, 5 into 8 by the difference of 5 and 8, which is 3, and into difference of time. And the difference of time, this is 12 minutes late and this is 15 minutes early. The difference is 27 minutes. So, into 27 by 60, that is the only thing we need to write, and the rest is simplification. So, my friends have so nicely did it, I am so happy over that. So, with 3 how many times? This goes 9 times, and again with 3 this one. This gets cancelled how many times? 12 times, and 3 times, and 4 times, and this is 2. So, 3 2, that is 6. You have rightly answered the question, that is option choice D. Well done, my dear friends. So, I am moving on to the next question, and the next question on the board is this, and these are the options. Look at this one, all are divided by 11, divided by 11. So, let me read what the question is. So, let us practice together. A car covers the first 10 km at the rate of 40 km per hour, the next 10 km at the rate of 50 km per hour, 60 km per hour, and the next 10 km with a speed of 20 km per hour. Find the average speed. Average speed, that means this for the information we have. The first 10 km with this speed 40 km per hour, second 10 km with a speed of 60 km per hour, and third 10 km with a speed of 20 km per hour. What is the average speed? Come on, my dear friends, we know the average speed is equal to total distance by total time. I know what is the total distance. The total distance is 30. I need to find out the total time. So, my numerator is total distance 30 and denominator should be total time. Your 30 seconds starts now. Your 30 seconds starts now. Learn it. All the questions are the exam related questions, and all the explanations are the logical explanations, not the stereotypic explanation. So, very good, very good. Come on, try this. Yeah, I have already given that the total distance is 30 km. So, I know the average speed is equal to total distance, that is my required value is 30 divided by total time, and 360 by 11. Aman says I am slow in calculation, but you are good, sir. 360 by 11. Time is up. Let me check that 360 by 11, that is option choice D, is correct or not. Yeah, that is right, Mr. Aman, you are right. Okay. So, what is my total time? So, what is the time over here in the first case? So, the distance by speed, that comes 1 by 4, yes, plus what is the time over here? That is distance by speed 1 by 6, you can do it, the rough calculation, and the time over here is 1 by 2. So, when I am taking that LCM over here, so I notice that that is 12 is the LCM, and this is 3 times, and this is 2 times, and this is 6 times, and the total I get is 9, 11, 11 by 12. So, this is 11 by 12 time, and that is how 360, 12, 3, 36, 360 by 11, 360 by 11 is your answer. Yes, some of you have answered the question, or you understood it, that average speed, total distance by total time. How did I get the total time? The time 1 is a distance by speed 1 by 4. The same way time 2, time 3 and the total time. Now, I am moving on to the third question, and that is here. Okay. We will read it coolly, do not worry. For the solution part, speed of train B is 40% more than the train A. That means, train A and train B speed is given over here. The B is 40% more than A. Okay. The length of A and B is already given to us 840 and 600 meters. And the next one, if both the trains are running in opposite direction, crossing each other in 20 seconds, then find the speed of train B. Okay. So, the informations we have is this, that is the speed ratio of train A and train B is given to us. What is said? The B is 40% more than A. That means, if A is 100, if A is 100, B is 140. So, what is the speed ratio? The speed ratio with 20, this gets cancelled, 5:7 is given to us. So, I can consider this as 5x, and 7x is the speed of A and B. Now, the length of A and B is already given to us 840 and 600, and they are crossing each other. Look at the arrow sign, they are crossing each other in how much time? That is in 20 seconds. So, the question asked is, what is the speed of B? That means, I need to find out what is 7x. Look at the way I need to approach this one. So, when they are crossing each other, one train is crossing each other, another train, then what will be the distance? Distance will be length of first train plus length of second train, that is 1440 is the distance, and how much time it is taken to cross? 20. So, 1440 divided by 20, 720 is the relative speed, and that is the A plus B, the speed of A plus speed of B, that is 12x. Once I know that 12x, I can find out how much is 7x. So, your time starts now, my dear friend, and I am sure some of you will be able to answer the question. Come on, these are frequently asked questions in the exam. So, I will give some time for you to work out. So, I will be getting that as I know the distance is 1440 and the time to cross each other in opposite direction is 20 seconds. So, I am getting A plus B format relative speed, sum of the speed, which will be 12x, and once I get the 12x, I need the 7x. Come on. Okay. So, I did not get any response. So, I am working it now. Your answers are there here in this side. Okay. I was probably in between you and the answer. Now, I will be answering the question. How simply we can answer the question if we clear what is given to us. What is the total length, the distance, that is 1440 and meters, and how much time it takes to cross each other? 20. Okay. So, I saw that 720 distance by time is equal to speed. 720 squares meter per second. Okay. Now, what I need to find out, this is how many parts? This is 12 parts. you are asked to find out what is the speed of B. That means what is 7x. When 12x is there, so 720 divided by 12, you are getting x, you need the 7x multiply by 7. So, am I getting any answer over here? But look at this, that is I missed it, okay, it is my mistake, all are in kilometer per hour, this all are kilometer per hour, I did not mention this one, I am extremely sorry for that. Now, you can answer the question, my dear friends. So, the options are in kilometer per hour. Please answer the question, I am just keeping away myself from the screen. Yes, I am sure some of you will now be able to answer the question. So, I am getting the speed of B is this one. Now, I need to convert that into kilometer per hour. So, if I have to convert this into kilometer per hour, I am extremely sorry, I did not mention that kilometer per hour in the option. So, that should be, that is 18 by 5. So, from meter per second to kilometer per hour. Now, what comes finally over here? So, with this one 12 6 is 72 and with 5 this is 12 times, am I right? 12 into 7 into 8 is that we are looking for, is it 720? No, 72. I made a mistake in the calculation, 72. Okay. So, 72, I am extremely sorry, I made a mistake, I placed the 0 over there, I did not notice that 0 is getting cancelled over here. So, okay, this gets cancelled 6 times over here, 12 6 is 72 and finally, I get that 6 7 is 42, 42 into 18 divided by 5, is that right? So, what will be, that is 8 2 is 16, carry 1 and the next one is 8 4 is 32, 34 and 35, carry 3 and 8 4 32 plus 3 is 35 divided by 5, will that be divided by 5, 7, no, here again the multiplication is going wrong, 6 into 7 into 18 and the result is 756, actually this 756. So, 756 when divided by 5, this one. So, I get that 1 5 and 1 and after that it is 2. So, that is 151.2. Anyone answered it? Aman answered it, so nice, that is 151.2, option choice is A. So, did I check the option? Yes, option choice A. So, it was really an easy question, but you have to understand the concept that we have the distance and we have the relative time. So, I will be getting the relative speed and the ratio is there. With the help of the ratio we can get the speed of A or speed of B, and these are in meter per second, I need to convert them into kilometer per hour. Yes, my friends, I am moving on to the next question. Hope there is no mistake in the question now. Look at this, it is an exam festival. A car X started from point A at 8 a.m. towards B, and after 1 hour car Y starts from B towards A, and they both meet at 11 a.m. and their speed for the entire journey is 24 kilometer and 36 kilometer per hour. Find the distance between them. So, it is a easy question if you are understanding that. So, car X starts from point A at 8 a.m. With a speed of 24 kilometer per hour. Car B Y starts from point B, the other side. So, if this is A, this is B, from other side after 1 hour, that means at 9 a.m. with a speed of 36 kilometer per hour, and it is said that both of them are meeting, they are running in opposite direction, both of them are meeting at 11 a.m. Now, find the distance between A and B. Okay. Very first thing what we do is 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. that is 1 hour. The car X covers 24 kilometer. So, the total distance I do not know how much is the total distance, but the very first thing I know that up to 9 a.m. What they covered is 24 kilometer, and from 9 a.m. To what time they are meeting? They are meeting at 11 a.m. So, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. how many hours? 2 hours. With 2 hours with a relative speed, how much distance they will cover? If I add that distance with 24, I will be getting the total distance. That is all, my dear friends. So, I am giving your 30 second. Come on. I am sure some of my friends will be able to answer the question. Option A, Anusha, that is great, that is great. Now, try to answer this. I already gave the clue how to respond to this question. From 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. this train has was running for 1 hour, that means 24 kilometer, and after 9 a.m. the relative speed starts. Relative speed. So, what is that relative speed? 24 plus 36, that is 60 kilometer, and for how many hours? After how many hours they are meeting? They are meeting at 11 a.m. that means 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. 2 hours. With relative speed 2 hours, whatever they will cover, that is the remaining distance. I am sure you will be able to answer the question. Okay. Let me answer the question now. What happens? From 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. already 24 kilometer is covered, and from there as both are moving in opposite direction. So, the sum of these two is a 60 kilometer. So, they are running now, their speed is 60 kilometer per hour, and they are meeting at 11 a.m. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. that is 2 hours. With this speed, after 2 hours they are meeting, that means after 120 kilometer they are meeting. So, what is the distance between A to B? So, A to B will be initial 24 kilometer plus another 120 kilometer, that comes 144 kilometer is the distance between A and B. Anyone answered it? Anyone answered it? Is it clear? Is this clear, my dear friends? Okay. 144 kilometer. Okay, fine. Hope everyone understood it. Yes, Aman, thank you. Thank you for your response. Moving on to the next question. All the questions we will do it in a very logical way. Option A, Anusha, Aman, well done. Now, coming to these questions, options are over here, and look at the way the options are given, 1 minute 38 seconds and so on and so forth. A motorcycle running at a speed of 90 kilometer per hour, motorcycle speed. Now, if the bus is running 480 meter ahead of the motorcycle, the bus is 480 meter ahead of the motorcycle, and the speed of the bus is 72 kilometer per hour. In how much time the motorcycle will overtake the bus? Overtake the bus. Look at this one. The speed of motorcycle is given to us, and the speed of bus is also given to us, and it is said that the bus is 480 meter ahead of motorcycle. So, that means we know our distance is 480, and you know the relative speed. You can find out the relative speed. Within no time we can answer the question. Your 30 seconds starts now. You do not need the 30 seconds to answer this particular question. The bus is 480 meter ahead. So, this is what the answers are. Come on, my friends. You can answer the question. I am just keeping myself away from the screen. Come on. Whoever is there, if you have the basic understanding about the subject, you definitely know that the bus is 480 meter ahead, and what is the motorcycle speed? Motorcycle speed is 90, which is greater than the bus speed. So, obviously, what is my relative speed? My relative speed is 90 minus 72, and that comes 18. My relative speed is 18 kilometer per hour, but look at the unit over here. This is meters, right? So, you can find out how much time it will take. Convert this 18 kilometer per hour, which will be how many meter per second? So, that is 5 by 18 is nothing but 5 meter per second. I am sure, my friends, you will be able to answer the question. I am just waiting. I am just waiting. The bus is 480 meter ahead of the motorcycle. Ahead of the motorcycle. So, the distance, the relative distance is 480, and what is the relative speed? Both of them are moving on the same direction. Both of them moving on the same direction. So, the difference of the speed will be the relative speed, which is 18 kilometer per hour. In return, it is 5 meter per second. So, how much time will it take to cover this one? The time is nothing but 480 divided by 5, and which comes is it not 96? 96 seconds. But when I look at the options, so it is converted into minute. So, that is 60 second, 1 minute, and how many seconds? That is 36 seconds. So, 1 minute 36 second. In anywhere option is there, 1 minute 36 second, option choice B. Am I right? Is that clear, sir? It was very basic question, but it is okay. I am moving on to the next question, and which is this. Look at this question. Anyhow, where is that? Okay, I didn't give the time. I am sorry. Okay, let's move on to the next next question, my dear friends. It's a good question revision for you if you know how to answer it, or else you are learning it. Now, come to this. Train P traveling at 72 km per hour overtake train Q traveling in the same direction in 10 seconds. So, let us see that some more information. I only know the train P has overtaken train Q, and the speed of train P is 72 km per hour. If the train Q had been traveling twice of its speed, there is a Q whom the P has overtaken. So, if train P travel twice of its original speed, then train P would take a 20 seconds to overtake it. So, time will increase in that case. So, what is the question then? Then find the length of train Q. What is given? Given that half of the length of train P, length of train Q, given that it is half of length P. That means, this is the informations we have. We have that train P, look at this, train P speed is given to us 72 km per hour. Now, coming to train Q, I do not know train Q speed, I consider as S. In this case, train P overtaking train Q in how many seconds? 10 seconds. If the train Q double its speed, it is mentioned that had the Q had been traveling twice of its original speed, if the train's Q speed changes to 2s, at that time how much time it takes to overtake? 20 seconds. The train P speed remains same. Now, it is also said that the length of P to length of Q. So, the Q length is half of P, that means length of P to length of Q is 2:1. So, you are asked what is the length of Q? Okay. I will give you the clue here. Now, in both the cases the distance is same. This is case 1, this is case 1 and this is case 2. In both the cases the distance is same. Okay. Now, what is the distance? The distance is equal to speed into time. So, what is the relative speed over here? It is overtaking, both of them are moving in the same direction. So, the relative speed is 72 minus s, this is what the relative speed, and into time is the distance. Same is the distance when the relative speed 72 minus 2s is the relative speed into time 20 seconds. So, that is again the distance, relative speed into time. So, I am getting the two equation over here, the distance which is L length of p plus length of q, length of p plus length of q is given in two format. One is time into relative speed, that is 10 into 72 minus 10 seconds, right. So, 10 second is equal to 20 meter per second. So, 20 minus s, why? Because it is given in seconds. So, therefore, I converted this from kilometer to meter. So, that is 20 meter per second, am I right? This goes 4, yeah, that is right. So, 20 minus s, the relative speed is 20 minus s. So, relative speed into time is the distance, that is what the length of p plus length of q. In the second case it says that when the distance speed of the q is 2s, then the time is 20, that means 20 minus 2s. So, here 20 is the time, 72 minus 2s. So, that is 72 minus 2s, this is also the distance. So, that means these two equations are equal, expressions are equal. From there I will get s, and once you get the s value, replace the s over here, you are getting the total distance, the length of p plus length of q. Once you get the total length, use the ratio and find out what is the length of q. Yes, my friends, your 30 second starts now. Come on. If some of you will be able to answer the question, I will be very happy. Come on, it is exam festivals, we are celebrating it. Ask your friends to join the ACE online recorded course, which base price is 1500, but now it offers. Achha, let us complete this one, then I will tell you about the course. Anyone answered it? Anyone answered it? What is? Okay. Am I giving the less time to you people? Here I notice that this gets cancelled 2 times, 72, that is 144 minus that is 4s, and here the s comes over here. So, 3s is equal to 144, this is s, do not get confused, 3s is equal to 144, therefore, what is s? So, s is equal to how much? I did, why did I write 72? It is 20. The speed here is 20 in meter per second. So, it is 20. So, if it is 20, then that comes 40 over here, and if it is 40, then 3 20 into 2 is 40. Now, so what will be 3s? 3s is equal to this 20 goes other side, will become 20, 3s is equal to 20. It is a simple simplification part only. So, 3s is equal to 20. So, what is s? So, s is equal to 20 by 3, I got that S is equal to 20 by 3. So, now I will replace this S, I will get the total length. Okay, let us do it. That is 10 into, that is 20 minus 20 by 3, I will be getting the total distance, and I need how many parts? One part, length of Q. I need one part out of 3 parts. So, I will go for 1 by 3, that is all. Let us solve and finally answer this question. If this one, this is 60, 60 minus 20, that comes 40, 40 by 3, 400 by 9. So, finally, I am getting this as 400 by 9. And what is 400 by 9? Is it not 44.44? 44.44, that is the length of a train Q. Anywhere on option is there 44.44, yes, option choice A. So, shall I explain this again? If you want, you can again go through this, right. So, I am not able to see any kind of comment. I am just putting high, I wanted to check whether the comments are going or not. Okay. Fine, my dear friends, I am moving on to the next question, and the next question, that is question number 8, is this. Okay, what is this question number 8? I will read it. These things will expand your understanding about the subject, my dear friend, and you will feel more comfortable in the at the time of writing the exam. Let us go with this. Distance between home and Delhi airport is 3600 kilometer. The Rohit got late by 50 minutes and then had to reach the Delhi airport from home at the scheduled time. He started late by 50 minutes. He has increased the speed by 20%. Okay, he has to increase the speed of car by 20%. That means, in order to reach the airport on time, he increased the speed by 20% and reached the airport on time. Okay. Now, he started 50 minutes late. By increasing the speed 20%, he covered that late. Now, find the distance travelled by him in 3 hours by increased speed. First, I need to find out the speed over here, and this is what the informations we have. Look at this one. The distance is already given to us, and he was late by 50%. By increasing the speed by 20%, he is able to save that 50 minutes. Now, the question is, in 3 hours, how much he will cover in 3 hours with the increased speed. So, one thing you must be knowing here, by this statement, this one, what you get here? The speed ratio. From the speed ratio, reverse it, you will be getting the time ratio, and once you get the time ratio, you know that 50 minutes is covered because of the increased speed. So, that means when you talk about the speed 1 to speed 2, so that is speed 1 is 100, speed 2 is 120, and that is with 5:6. That is what the speed 1 to speed ratio. And what is time 1 to time 2 ratio? It is inversely varies. So, how much time is saved? 1 part out of 6 part. Look at this one, 1 part out of 6 part. That means 1/6 of the time is saved, and which is equal to 50. Can you get the time? Actual time. And once you get the actual time, divide this distance by actual time, you will be getting the actual speed. And now, increase the speed by 20%, you will get the increased speed. And with this speed, when you multiply with 3, you are getting the distance covered with the increased speed in 3 hours. Come on my friends, try it. I am giving 30 seconds to you. Come on, try once. I am sure you will be able to answer this question. And if any questions helps you, please don't forget to like it. Don't forget to like it. Okay. You have still some time in your hand. Option B, Aman and Anusha, so aggressively answering the question. Okay. So, let me see option B is correct or not. Yeah, that is right, that is right. Option B, what is that? Option B, 2592. Okay. Let me now solve the question. So, what is T is? 1/6 of T is equal to 60, then T is equal to 300, the time is equal to 300 seconds, 300 seconds or 300 meters. Okay. That is 300 minutes, 300 minutes, and 300 minutes is equal to 5 hours. Divide this by 60, 5 hours. So, here 360 divided by 3600, not 360, divided by 5, I will be getting the speed. Now, I will increase the speed by 20%, that means into 120 by 100. In other word, into 6 by 20%, right, into 6 by 5, I will get the increased speed. Now, with the increased speed in 3 hours, that is the increased speed. In 3 hours, he will cover how much? So, multiply this by 3. So, you will be able to get the answer, right my dear friends. So, the rest part I will conclude this with 25. We know this one 144 times it is cancelled. So, here it is 9 times, that is 18, and 18 into 44 I get 2592, that is 2592, that is your answer. Beautifully answered it. Okay. I am moving on to the next question, and which is this. Let us check what is there in this question. Two cats start simultaneously towards each other, x to y, and another from y to x. One is from x to y, the other one is from y to x. They cross each other, and after that they cross each other, and after that the first cat reach y in 25 minutes and the second reach in 36 minutes. Question is, speed of the first cat is given to us, find the speed of the second cat. Very frequently asked question in competitive exams. Look at this one. So, x to y, there are 2 points are there. The first cat and the second cat meet, and after meeting the first cat takes how many minutes? 25 minutes, and the second cat takes how many minutes to reach x? 36 seconds. So, what is the speed ratio? We have one formula, speed 1 by speed 2 is equal to, if you know that, let me write down this one, square root of, the rest part I leave it for you, take your 30 seconds. Now, from here onwards you hardly need the 3-4 seconds, not more than that, if you know the formula. If you know the formula, hardly 2-3 seconds. Come on my dear friends, try to answer the question. Okay, fine. The time is up. So, what I do is, let me solve this one. Here the speed 1, you have to take this 36 minutes, and for speed 2 which comes from y, you have to take this 25, and that comes nothing but 6 by 5. So, that is 6 by 5. So, this is the ratio of speed 1 to speed 2. This is a very standard stereotypic question which comes in exams. Now, one speed is given to us, speed of the first cat is 12 kilometer per hour. So, if this is 12 kilometer per hour, then what will be the other cat speed? I can see that 2 times, therefore, my answer should be 10 kilometer per hour. Is it in kilometer per hour? Yes. Okay. Fine. Let me check that. Anyone answered it? Not an issue. So, now moving on to the next question, the option A. Why option A? 12. Find the speed of the second one. I think this is for another questions options. By mistake it is left over here. Anyhow, let us move on. There is the next question here, and what about this question? Question number 10. It's let me read down. The train A crossed a man in 8 seconds and a 180 meter long platform P in 17 seconds. Crossing a man in 8 seconds. While crossing a man, it crosses its own length. When crossing the platform, it has to cross its own length and also cross the platform length. So, it is done over here. If the train A crosses train B, which is running in opposite direction at a speed of 108 kilometer per hour in 8 seconds, A crosses B. The B is running with a speed of 108 kilometer per hour and it crosses, both the trains crosses each other in 8 seconds. Then find the time taken by train B to cross the platform P. Okay. If you are not understanding in the paragraph, so here is the clarity for that. Now, look at this one, train A crosses a man in 8 seconds and the same train A crosses a 180 meter long platform in 17 seconds. By this two information, you know why this 9 second more? 9 second more? Because it is covering the platform extra along with its own length, it is crossing the platform length extra. How much distance extra? 180 meter. How much time extra? 9 seconds. So, extra distance by extra time, you are getting the speed of train A. Now, I am just writing for your reference, the speed of train A is nothing but extra distance 180 divided by 9 seconds, and I am getting this one as 20. So, that is 20 meter per second. Like that I got the speed of train A. Can I get that length of train A? To cross its own length, it takes 8 seconds. So, if this is 20 meter per second, then what is the length of train A? 8 seconds into its speed 20, that comes 160 meter is the length of train A. Okay. The next it says, while they are crossing each other, it is taking 8 seconds. So, the total length, that is length of A plus length of B, which is equal to relative speed into time. What is the relative speed? I know the speed of B, 108 kilometer per hour, and this 108 kilometer per hour is nothing but 30 meter per second. And what is the speed of A? The speed of A is 20 meter per second. So, what is the relative speed? 30 plus 20, 50 meter per second. And how much time they took to cross each other? 8. So, relative speed into time, I will be getting the total distance. Okay. From the total distance, if I take out the length of train A, I will be getting the length of train B. So, you are asked to find out time for B to cross the platform. So, once I get the length of train B, I know the platform length and what is that platform length? 180. So, I will get the total distance and the total distance should be divided by speed of B. You will be able to answer the question. That is a beautiful question, my dear friend. So, your 30 seconds starts now. Either you will answer the question or at least try to answer it. Anyone? This is the last question for the class. Okay. Now, the time is up from my side and anyone answered it? So, lot of conceptual understanding will be there when you are working on the questions like this. So, let me now go with the next part. What is the total length? Because the question says how much time will be taken by train B to cross the platform. So, I need to know the length of train B and the length of platform is given. So, the total length is equal to the relative speed into time. What is that? Length of A plus length of B, which is equal to this is time is 8 seconds and what is the relative speed? Here it is 20 meter per second, 30 meter per second, the total is 50 meter per second and then it comes 400. Am I right? 400. So, now this is what the 400 is, 5 8 is 40. Okay, that is done. So, how much time it will take to I need the length of train B, this is the total length. So, what is the length of train A? The length of train A I already calculated. So, length of train B will be 400 minus 160 and that comes 240 length of train B. But it is said that B will cross the platform in how much time? So, length of B is 240 and the platform length is 180. That means, the total 240 plus 180, this is the total distance. And what is the speed of train B? The speed of train B is 30 meter per second. So, divide this by 30, you are getting 420 divided by 30, which is nothing but 14 seconds the time will be taken. Hope, my dear friends, the 14 second is there, that is option choice C. That is the best way to answer the question. So, with this I will conclude the today's class and wish you all the best to all of you. Thank you.